Jordan, are you learning anything?
Not really.
Or is he just doing it all?
Oh, I'm learning here. I thought you meant at school.
Oh.
What grade are you in?
7th.
Get through 8th grade, that's all the schooling you need.
That's where you really went downhill.
I think that was when I just quit trying to learn anything, I think. Well, how are you doing? It's a beautiful day in southeast Iowa if you're standing on the north side of something, because the wind's blowing about 40 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour. I think it's only going to get worse. It's supposed to get really bad later. Might get storms. But fortunately today for us, Jordan's with us. Got him out of school. He's happy. Anytime you can get him out of school, he's happy. So this is our problem. There we go. That's our suspect. No bueno. So, new motor. We'll be lucky. Maybe we can get the aluminum blade off. Otherwise, we'll have to see if we can get one somewhere, because aluminum blade on a steel prop probably stuck on there pretty good. So, we're gonna work on this for a while, so stay tuned. Pull that spade off. Pull that spade off. So we got her out. Our cage is a little funky. As you can see, things are pretty corroded. Got to get the ground off yet. But anyway, this is kind of the easy part. The hard part will be getting that blade off. We'll give it the old college try. And if we really get in trouble, Sawyer's going to come up here before long. So if I brag on him, he'll be able to pull it off. Well, holy cow. Look at that. You're like the lucky rabbit's foot. They don't usually come off that easy. I just used a center punch and held it on the pump out, and she came off. So we're gonna put that new motor in the hole, tighten that up, or wire it up, put it in there, and then we'll put the blade on and we'll give it the old college try, and we'll see what happens.
Well, I had a busy morning, but now I'm gonna come and help out the boys here. They're starting to call me Blister because I'm showing up when all the work's done. But
well, we're not done yet.
They're not done yet. Putting the motor in here. How many we got to do?
2.
So 2 of these. And then we got some stuff inside, don't we?
Yeah, we got to do some fan motors. But it's nice today, so I figured if nothing else, we'd get this done at least. The biggest victory was getting that off, because these aluminum blades on a steel prop, Jordan, he used his Jedi powers on it and it came out, so it's kind of a child prodigy.
Why'd you got to replace this? The motor just went to shit, or what happened?
I mean, they don't have a very good life because they sit there and they run and all they're doing is pulling that dusty and ammonia air out of the pit. Both of these have the same problem. Like, you'd come by and they wouldn't be running, but you'd hear them humming. If you pulled the shutters and spun them, they just take off and run. But basically the start capacitors are out of them, and these aren't like on a big motor where the capacitors you can just replace. When these go bad, you about as well throw it away. You could take it to a motor shop and have it rebuilt, but you'll have as much money or more in getting that motor rebuilt than you will just replacing it. So what's funny about these is these aren't variable fans. They're either on or they're off. So usually they last pretty good, because running at a slow speed is what really is hard on them, the heat. It's like everything today. Who knows? It's probably made on a Friday.
Jordan, are you learning anything?
Not really.
Or is he just doing it all?
Oh, I'm learning here. I thought you meant at school.
Oh.
Okay. Now the miracle is if this goes on there and it doesn't hit. When you put these on, you want to make sure that these set screws line up with these flat spots. So there's 2 flat spots on the motors.
Same levers and everything.
Look at that.
It's like a glove.
I like it. I like it.
You're starting to finally get some minions.
I know, I like the minions. I should just volunteer you to homeschool him, and then we just never let him go. We keep him here. What grade are you in?
7th.
1 more year, 8th grade. get through 8th grade, that's all the schooling you need.
That's where you really went downhill.
I think that was when I just quit trying to learn anything, I think. He's got a lot more possibilities than I had, so he should stay the course. He'll probably end up being an engineer like his dad. How's that?
Looks good.
Looks like it's working good.
Okay. On to the next one.
Every time you're outside working or you drive a tractor past the pigs, I think they shit a brick a little bit because they don't really understand like the full capabilities of humans. You know, they only see you when you come in the barn. So like when you're outside the barn and you're doing other stuff, I think they just freak out because they're like, what the hell? What can't humans do? And it just scares them. So, but this group's doing really well. A lot of good looking pigs. Had some health issues when we first got them in, but they're off like a herd of turtles now. They're just growing. That's not a very good analogy. That's one Dad always uses, but they're growing, they're thriving, they're doing better now. So good group.
You want to get the set screws out? Oh, he didn't even drop it. He's a natural. I'm excited.
You're doing better than I did.
We're kind of betting 1,000 today because usually every screw and every bolt is so rusted that you just strip the head off of it. But this barn, when was this built? 14. So this is 10 years old. Well, it should be. Usually that's pretty well shot too. Our problems just multiplied. So look at that. So that part just broke, but that has been cracked for a long time. I don't know why it cracked. So this blade was flawed or it broke. Well, we don't have to worry about getting that one off.
You jinxed yourself.
I know.
Because just
we were
not
getting
too
along.
long ago, you said, oh, it's all going good. Everything's coming out.
Dang it. Okay, well, Jordan needed a pop anyway, so we'll probably go to town and get a blade if they have one. Do you guys happen to have a high quality Aerotech aluminum fan blade for a 24-inch pit fan?
We're using the buddy seat to its full capabilities today.
Yep. And if anything happens, we'll give Jordan the mom.
Yeah. Safety first.
Yep.
I thought you were going to say if anything goes wrong, we'll just say Jordan was driving.
Well, we could do that too.
Jordan, let's see that blade.
Shiny.
Nice and shiny. Yep. All right, well, we made it back in one piece. We didn't have any crashes. Didn't have to blame Jordan, so that's good.
No, he did a great job driving home.
Yep. Not supposed to make that sound, is it?
No, it's hitting right. It's hitting right here. Just barely. Like, so when it really gets going, I think it's flexing this just a little bit.
So what? What's your verdict there?
So it's just such a tiny spot that it's hitting and it's one blade. I'm just gonna let it go because it'll literally just file that little bit. It's such a small amount. I'm not gonna try to adjust it. Right or wrong, I'm not going to. So we're puttering a little bit now because it's getting pretty windy outside. So we got a bunch of junk to clean up in here. But we had a visitor. We had a guy stop by, and he's from Alliance Livestock, and he gave me a sorting panel to try. Doesn't look any different, but the one nice thing about it is it's a little wider. And if you remember the video where I dropped the sorting panel in the pit, this should eliminate that. Because it's just wide enough, I don't think it can get through the slats. Brian Peterson, kudos to you from Alliance Livestock out of Des Moines. So we're gonna give it a whirl. He also gave us a rattle paddle. He gave us a new, oh yeah, I'm gonna use that on Jordan if he doesn't do a good enough job. And then a new hot shot to try. They got a new hot shot, and we're gonna give that a whirl. Our pigs just about load themselves, so it should be, may not even need it, but all right, back to work. The burn pile. We need to get the burn pile taken care of. Between the trees falling down and a garage blowing down and some bad hay, we'll have to come out here and roast hot dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go back and finish up.
Well, Tork went to get the broom and he's coming back now. Cleaned out all the little scrap pieces of wood and the plastic and the corn cobs. Tork's gonna go ahead and pull the truck out so we can sweep out the garage. Now we're gonna go ahead and leaf blow and get all dusty. How do you feel about that?
I'm better now. I've had a little Topo Chico.
Topo Chicos are, yeah.
I decided I'd give Jordan the once over on driving the skid loader. Hopefully he doesn't drive it clear through the machine shed. We'll see if he stops. I think he's okay. Look at that. That's pretty good for a first time. He's got a lot of potential.